Once again, Russia targets the crucial port city of Odesa with missile strikes hitting a shopping centre.
Last night when we were here, it was difficult to see the full extent of the damage, but this morning you can. The rocket has completely ripped into the back of the shopping centre here. You can see it's completely folded.
Now, US intelligence has warned that Vladimir Putin is preparing for a long war in Ukraine, and even victory in the east of the country might not end the conflict.
This comes as US politicians voted to give Ukraine a further $40 billion in military and humanitarian aid.
Let's get more on the current situation from our Kyiv correspondent, James Waterhouse. Morning, James. Great to see you. So that latest line that we've just been talking about, Putin potentially preparing to dig in and be there for a long time.
That's right, Sally. Morning. This is what many will have already known. His latest aim, he stated in this war, was that he wanted to take the whole of the Donbass region, this eastern region of Ukraine. And I think both sides, well, according to the Ukrainians and the US, it seems to be looking increasingly like a bit of a stalemate at the moment. We've had Ukraine saying it's launched a number of counter-offensives in the north, taking a number of villages to the north of the city of Kharkiv, another city which has been heavily bombed. The Russians are still trying to take Mariupol. There are still a few hundred fighters holding out there to the southeast. But the US intelligence services think that even if Vladimir Putin takes the whole of the Luhansk and Donetsk regions, which make up the Donbass, they think he's in it for the long haul. They think he is going to want to try and take more of Ukraine, but how that pans out isn't exactly clear, given the scale of the retreat that we have seen over the past few weeks, where they were once surrounding Kyiv and other major cities across Ukraine. The United Nations thinks the official figure of 3,300 of civilian deaths is in fact very low. They think the number is actually higher. We spoke to the police chief of the Kyiv region yesterday, and they so far have found more than 1,200 bodies. I think that gives you a sense of the devastation that has swept across this country and an idea of what is going to continue to be unfound. Boris Johnson is visiting Finland and Sweden today, countries that historically are neutral, but there's growing support there for NATO membership. And I think this is a reminder of how we've got to this point. This isn't just an attack on Ukraine. This is Russia trying to reorder the traditional security structures of the world. And in response to Sweden and Finland, for example, voicing more support for joining NATO, the Kremlin has said there would be some kind of technical military response to readdress that balance, and that will almost certainly involve Ukraine once more.